Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, December 16th. A strong cold front has just passed through the Mid-Atlantic region here along the East Coast in the past couple of hours. Temperatures just a few hours ago were actually well up in the 50s. They dropped to the 40s and will hold rather steady over the next several hours as colder air rides in on strong, gusty northwest winds. Winds could gust up past 35 miles per hour over the next few hours before the winds settle down tonight. In general, we have a cold and dry weekend with some sun each day. However, there will be some patchy cloudiness at times from a couple of weak systems. One system goes by to our south on Saturday, and then another weak system moves in from our northwest on Sunday, both probably giving us clouds only and not precipitation, but it'll still be rather chilly and mostly dry for the upcoming weekend. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. That frontal system now is moving off the East Coast. It's through the Mid-Atlantic region. We have strong, gusty northwest winds that'll continue for the next several hours. They'll die down somewhat tonight, and then high pressure will basically control our weather over the weekend as it moves in from the middle part of the country. Again, a couple of weak systems that could throw some clouds our way. One down here over in the southeastern states will ride up kind of along this front and throw some clouds. Certainly up through the northern part of Virginia and northern part of Maryland later on tonight. Could even be a brief shower associated with that. And then another weak system will drop in from the northwest on Sunday, again giving us some patchy cloudiness. But the general theme, cold and dry for the upcoming weekend. Here's a map we like to show occasionally from the Penn State eWall website. It's the 24-hour temperature change from yesterday morning to this morning, and from the middle part of the country all the way into the Ohio Valley. We see lots of blues and purples here, negative numbers. In other words, it's much colder this morning compared to yesterday morning, and this is as that colder air translates to the east. And in the Mid-Atlantic region, we'll be colder tomorrow morning than we were this morning. In fact, temperatures for the rest of today will hold rather steady as we are now in that colder air mass, and they'll be seasonal or even slightly below normal for the next couple of days on Saturday and Sunday. Here's the latest visible satellite image. Generally partly cloudy skies here from D.C. all the way up to New York City, and that should be the general rule of thumb for today. Some sun, some clouds with a gusty wind, a rather brisk day. Temperatures holding relatively steady in the 40s in most regions. Now up in the mountains there's more cloudiness here in central and western Pennsylvania. And now down to the southwest, some clouds are showing up here across West Virginia and southwestern Virginia from that low pressure system that'll move from the southeastern states to off to our south, but they could throw enough clouds our way tonight to make it mostly cloudy from around Philadelphia southward across D.C., and maybe even a brief shower later on tonight in the D.C. region as that low moves off the East Coast by early tomorrow. Well, let's look at the GFS computer forecast models for the weekend. This is for tomorrow morning. That low that I mentioned a moment ago, moving from the southeast towards Carolinas, will be off the coast by early tomorrow. Again, it could throw a shower in the D.C. region later on tonight, but nothing significant. Basically, high pressure controls the weather tomorrow. Here's a high situated over the Great Lakes with a light northerly wind. It'll be cold air. It'll be a colder air mass than we've been accustomed to, and will be perhaps a little bit below normal, with temperatures struggling to pass 40 in many parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. Now let's look ahead to Sunday. High pressure continues to dominate on Sunday. It's now situated over the New England area. There is a weak disturbance here in the northwest, to our northwest, that'll throw some clouds our way, and maybe a sprinkle or a snow flurry on Sunday, especially across D.C. and northern Maryland. But again, that pretty much dissipates. But there are a couple of weak systems that will throw some clouds our way this weekend, but in general, it'll be cold and dry. Well, that's it for now. Have a good weekend. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.